All right. Now we back. Now we doing the damn thing. You know what it is. DJ B Rock, Black Valley, Mean Muggin' Brian himself. What it do, baby?
Dad,
What's up, baby
I'm
girl?
happy.
You sleepy? You sleepy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
You ready to go take a nap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, go lay down and take a nap, okay? What? You told me to do what? You want me to go do what? Yeah, I want you to go take a nap.
No,
Why not? Tell me why.
yes,
Because why?
bye.
Because you want to be knowing what I'm doing?
Bye.
Yeah, you want to know what I'm doing?
Bye.
I'm making a knife video. I'm working here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working here.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, why not?
but this,
Because why?
but this.
Okay, you wanna sit right down here and you wanna watch me make my video?
No,
What do you wanna do?
but this,
Because what?
but this, but this, but this, but this.
You heard me talking and you're like, ooh, what's he doing? What's going on
But
here?
this,
Huh?
but this.
Oh, you just gonna say because?
Yeah,
Because.
but this,
Because.
but this.
Well, lucky for you, I gotta wait for some more folk to get on here.
But yes,
Welcome to Brian's
but
Knife Collection
yes, but
with
yes,
my beautiful daughter.
but yes. I'm sorry. But yes,
Because what?
but yes, but
Because
yes. Why?
because you said so. Is that you trying to figure out why I got this hat on, huh? Because I'm wearing the hat because I'm going down under
No,
to show off all of my
no,
knives.
no, 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 no,
Yeah, no, I really am. I'm
no,
going down under to show off all of my knives.
no.
I'm going to go down to the place. Your hair is tingling. I'm going to go down to the place where I'm going to show all of my knives. You see all of my knives right there? Yes. Yeah, you see them right there. You say no to me. All of my knives are right there in the big box. And I'm going to make a cup of
No,
coffee.
yes,
Bright lights?
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Oh, well, I'm talking about the cup of coffee. So this one here, this is gonna be it's ultra premium latte and frappe mix. But this one right here, caramel macchiato, baby, double shot. But it's only got 114 milligrams. I had a cup of coffee that had more than 114 milligrams of. You're talking about a double shot. A double shot of nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there right there. Yep. Oh, it smells so good though. Caramel macchiato. That's my kryptonite right there. Or you bring some caramel macchiato. It's like pumpkin spice for a white girl. Caramel macchiato is for me. Gotta get it all. It's a Lincoln. That's what David Ruffin told the dude when he went to go buy some drugs. And the dude said, "Here, this is all I got." He said, "That's it? It's a Lincoln." I love Temptations. Stop, girl. You're gonna knock my table over. And this is hot water. We don't want hot water to burn the baby. Hey, girl, stop it. You see? Do you see? Do you see? Look with your eyes. Do you see what just happened? What almost happened? What almost had went down right here? Do you see it? Almost lost you today. Oh man, there was still a little bit of caramel macchiato in there. Gotta get it all. Can't be leaving nothing behind. No man shall be left behind. Anyway, I got a sleepy daughter right here. I thought she'd be asleep by now, but she held on. She fighting to the final fight. She wants to know everything and be a part of everybody's business. Except for her own. Damn, that's hot. Woo! Got me over here looking like Popeye. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot, toot. Ah, yes. Good old hot cup of coffee in my mean mugging Brian cup. You know, if I was in high school.
It's fuck.
Right. Right.
Okay.
No, you right. I don't have a clue what you said, but you right. Over here speaking other languages and stuff. When I was in high school, I went to get on the bus to go on a band trip, I think it was. And the bus driver looked at me coming up the way. As soon as I stepped on the bus, he said, "Man, remind me not to get on your bad side." And I was like, "Why is that?" And he was like, "Cause you look mean." But I also I had braids, and one side was taken out, so it was kind of like a Questlove vibe. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was the deal. Oh, I scared you, didn't I? Yeah. Also, if you didn't see my video yesterday, I had some winners and I had some not so much winners. The winner of the True Utility Mr. Fixer little clip with all the gadgets and stuff on it, that goes to my sis. And she won that because she did everything that was required of her. So she gets the True Utility little handy dandy everything up in there. It's called the Fixer. True Utility Fixer right there, baby. Yeah. And then my wife's grandpa won the Ready Man cards. So I'm going to get those to them. And then I had a viewer from my YouTube channel, which is in the bio, in the descriptions. The viewer from my YouTube channel, he won this beautiful backpack. So I got to get that mailed to him. He just gave me his mailing information last night, so got to get that sent to him. Way down in Georgia. So yeah, you know what it is. We making stuff, baby. Making things happen. Oh, also, are you just gonna bring me a bunch of stuff to show the camera? Also, the vest and the plates and everything, I sold those, and I got those in the mail yesterday. Whoop, whoop. And they're going to a new home up in Kansas. So yeah, we doing things, baby. Yeah, it's hot. That's why I squint with that eye every time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you ready to get this thing started? You ready?
Hot.
No, I mean you ready to show off these knives?
Yeah.
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 All right. That means you ain't gonna touch them, right? And what are we gonna do with the knives? We respect the knives? Knives are sharp, so we respect them, right?
And fall, fall.
Yep. Yep.
Down.
That's what's up right there.
I have.
I also want to take a moment to just say to the viewers, anybody that's watching or anybody that may watch, if you have children, you want to treat your knives like a gun, right? So you don't want it to just fall into the hands of anybody, right? Especially if you got young children. So you want to make sure that your kids understand what your knives are about, what they do, what they can do, and you want them to understand the responsibility of using a knife. So a lot of folk they just like when I was a police officer, I would get knives off young kids like 5, 6 years old. I'm like, what you doing with this knife, man? They out at the library park just carving up the slide and stuff. Like, nah, you ain't supposed to be doing that. You supposed to be sliding. You supposed to be here playing, not over here destroying stuff. You learning at a young age how to not be a productive member of society. So I just want to say that because I love knives. And I'm always on my wife. I'm always on my kids. Like, yo, you don't play around with a knife. A knife is a deadly weapon. So you want to respect the knife and you want to use the knife accordingly. You don't play around with it. I know y'all see me like every once in a while I grab a knife and I'm like, oh yeah, you know what can this thing do? You know, but that's because I respect the knife. I know what the knife can do to me, and I know a little bit about how to handle the knife because I've taken some courses. You know, I've trained on short weapons, and so I look forward to. I've trained on it. I'm not a trainer. Okay, let's just get that right there. I've trained on it. I'm not a trainer. I'm not. You know, we'll just leave that there. Anyway, getting started. I'm over here looking at this box and man, there's a lot of nice stuff in there. I also just got a magazine. Mom stopped by and brought me a magazine from Bud K, and I ain't got a magazine from Bud K in quite a while. So I'm excited to look through that magazine and see what's new in there. Because I'm probably going to get some. If you haven't checked out Bud K, you want to go and you want to look at budk.com and let's see. I'm gonna write that right here. budk.com. So you're gonna check out budk.com. And then you also want to check out mancrate.com because I'm gonna show you that here in just a little bit. Christmas is coming up, so you're gonna want to get some stuff for your man or dudes. There's some nice stuff on these websites for women too. So don't be all out here like you know being all masculine and stuff. Talking about I need. No, no, no. There's some stuff on here for women too that is very nice, very handy, very crafty, very you can get into some of this stuff. Also, another one is
I want
okay. Go throw it in the trash.
it.
Battlebox.com. So check out battlebox.com. That's where I bought quite a bit of my stuff. Oh no. Hey, hey, ain't nobody asked you no questions. What you doing? So, you want to do BattleBox, For some reason that website is not coming up, so I'm going to get the correct address. It could be because I misspelled it. I don't know if I misspelled it or not. No? Oh yeah, I did. I did misspell it. There's no E in it. So let's do that again. I'm just gonna correct myself.
I'm on it.
Okay, go put it in the trash, please. Thank you. She's supposed to be in there listening to stuff. She over here. Who lives on Drury Lane? Don't judge me. Boom. Battle Box. So that's one that you want to check out. So we got Bug Cave, we got Man Craze, we got Battle Box, and there's another one. I don't remember the other website, but if I think of it, I'm gonna put it in there for you so that you can go to these websites. You can check them out. You can get something. Some of these knives and things I've personally bought from these websites. I used to have a what was it called? I used to get a knife collection sent to me from Bud K, and they have different packages to where you can get just one knife a month, or you can get uh, up to like big duffel bags full of stuff. Battle Box has the same type of thing. Man Crate. So Man Crate. Let me just show you. If you've been to my YouTube channel, you've seen this this video that I'm about to show that we're about to do right now. You've seen this. So Man Crate, you get a little box like this, and it's glued and it's nailed shut. Like you pick what you want to come in the box, and they have all different types of packages. Matter of fact, this Mean Mug and Brian cup came from Man Crate. It came with it's the cup. It had a lid. It had a little coffee filter thing. You just put the coffee inside of it and pour hot water over it. Boom, you got a cup of coffee, right? So, man, that's good right there, boy. Ah. Also, you want to check out Frozen Bean? I love Frozen Bean. And get you some coffee, get you some teas. Stuff is good. It's different, but it's good. I have not tried mud water. I've been looking at that. I've been seeing it on TikTok a little bit. So I'm gonna try to get into mud water, but it's kind of expensive though.
Yeah.
So you know what it is. All right, let's get started. First knife. First knife. Let's see. I've shown that one last week.
The knife. The knife.
Yeah, it is a knife. Yeah. See, sometimes I don't like actually like go out and just like, all right, look at this knife, guys. You see this knife? This knife is dangerous. No, I just be like, yo, I got knives. If you want to know about a knife, let me know which one you want to know about. Ooh, I got this knife from my brother-in-law. I think for Christmas or a birthday. I don't remember. And it's pretty cool. So it is a karambit. Karambit is one of the most famous knives. So, you know, it's got the finger hook on it. so that you can handle it. It's got a lanyard and it's got a sheath on the lanyard also. Uh, of course the lanyard can come off and you can just use it. But man, my sister referred to another knife like this one. This is another karambit. She referred to it as a dinosaur claw, I think it was, which it was more straight. It came more out this way. Didn't have so much of the crescent moon look on it. But I love the karambit because you can do so many different things with the karambit. So you can jab with it. Ha! You can punch, jab. You can slice. You can uppercut. You can like you can really use this thing. This thing is dangerous. It is solely a weapon. This is not a tool. This is a weapon. So if you get it, again, don't play around with knives unless you really know what you're doing, and don't fret. I've cut myself. I've my son, like I told y'all last week, he had one of my knives, one of my sharper knives that I used for work, which was this one, and he didn't open it all the way, and it closed down on his finger. Boom, that was almost an entire finger gone right there. So you don't want to play around with your knives. You also want to be. That's why I started like more so teaching my kids about knife safety, and I'm talking about gun safety also. But I keep my guns. My guns are not an issue. Um, my knives, however, they're more accessible, and they know about my knives. They know about knives in general. Same with scissors. We do a whole scissors safety thing and everything. Teach them how to hold the scissors, how to hold a knife when you're handing it to somebody. All everything. So I really like this one. It is a beautiful blade. It is a beautiful knife. The construction is not weak, and it's bright. I like it. So that's yeah, no, it's orange. Yeah, orange and black. So that's the first knife right there. A beautiful moon shaped crescent karambit. Oh, love it. All right, next. Next, in no particular order at all. Also, I am selling some of my knives. If you see something that you like, let me know. Let me holler at me. If I am gonna sell it, I will let you know. If I'm not gonna sell it, I'll probably say on here, this one ain't for sale. But if I don't say this one ain't for sale, then it's probably gonna be up for sale. Oh, this one. Whew. So this one comes with a sheath. I love this one. It is heavy. Man, like this knife right here. Not only is it heavy, and it's not heavy because of just the weight of the blade. I mean, the blade itself is stout. The back strap is pretty thick. The 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 blade is beautiful. It is what's the name of this one? Brevenet. It's the name of the knife. It is a tactical fixed blade, and yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's got a 3.5-inch black coated 420 stainless steel blade. You look at all the details right there, and I'll probably put pictures later on in the comment section. If you this one could be up for sale though. I like it though. But one thing about me is I don't really do fixed blades. I see a lot of people walking around with fixed blades on the small of the back if they got the case for it or something, which is cool. I mean, I ain't knocking them. You know, if you like a fixed blade, you like a fixed blade. If you don't like a fixed blade, you don't like a fixed blade. Me personally, I don't like a fixed blade. Nothing against them. I just would rather have a folder knife or something with, you know, I don't know. I've just always been that way. This one right here, knife number 3. It's a Havoc. I don't know. That ain't the name, brand, or whatever. I don't know who made it. But it is geared to the zombie apocalypse. So, I guess that's upside down. Geared to the zombie apocalypse. It is still in the wrapper. Which, of course, I took it out the last time I made this video, which is about a month ago. And it is a Karambit style pocket knife. This is the one I showed you just last week. All right, so I want to show you the difference, right? I want to show you the difference in these two blades. So you see how this one is, it comes off more. It doesn't go out as far. So you see the difference right there? See the crescent moon shape, and then whatever this one is. Yeah. That's the difference. That's why I say like Karambits, they come in different shapes, different styles. What happened? What's that? It hurt. What'd you do? You don't know what you did? Why are you holding your phone in your shirt like that? Because you ain't got no pockets and you think that's... No? That ain't why? I think that's why. But you can tell me no. I still think that's why.
No.
Alright, moving on. Let's see. I got some small knives. I need this box over here. I got some small knives. I got some big knives. No, you don't touch that. I got a knife in here that I ain't got no reason to have. I'm gonna go ahead and show you that one first. Cause legit, I got absolutely no reason to have that knife. Uh-oh. I can't find it. Where's that? Oh! No, I showed that to y'all last week, I think. I think I showed that to y'all last week. But still, I should have it. Are you playing the game? Oh, it's flying? He will fly? This one right here. Got absolutely no reason to have this knife. I am not a swimmer. It comes from a tiger claw. Oh. He said I like that hat. That's a good reason. Because I'm not a swimmer. I was going, some of my knives are from way down under. So, yeah. So, my brother-in-law, Cameron, he's the one I got that orange knife from. So, yeah. Love you, bro. Much love. Much respect. This one right here. Bogota. I don't know how to say it. I say it different every time I hear it. Every time I see it. The Bogota survival knife. It's almost a machete. Still in the packaging. Like I said, last time I took it out the packaging was to make a video, and that's it. I don't. If I'm gonna use my knife, I only use folder knives. But if I'm gonna use a knife, um, then I'll carry it. But if I'm not gonna use it, I just gotta to collect it. So this one right here, it's a beautiful blade. Yeah, it's got a recurve blade. It's got double serrations. You see that? You see that double serration? So it's got the smaller serration up front, and then it's got the larger serrations on the back end of it. That's a knife. That's a knife in the box.
Knife.
I'm gonna do a video called "Knife in the Box." Man, only thing I don't like is the handle. It's it's cheap.
A knife. A knife.
But they tried to do something cool with it. Yeah, it is a knife. Please put it back. Thank you, ma'am. They tried to do something cool with it. You know, I like the thought of it, the colorations and everything on there. You know, yeah. Like you can pretty much.
What that knife?
Boy, don't get it twisted now. If I gotta use a knife, I'll use it. I know how to use it. That is a knife. You like that knife? That's a baby knife. Put that back. That's a baby knife. We'll get to that knife here in just a little bit. She's trying to show everything. She get excited and she's like, "Yeah, let's show this one, Daddy." So, if you see a knife that you want and you're interested in it, just let me know. I know it fell. That's because you over here doing too much. You over here doing the most. See? See? Sorry, technical difficulty. It's called my daughter. Yes, that knife will kill something. Alright. Oh, that's no. You can play with that. Yeah, you can play with that right there. Go ahead. Have fun. Knock yourself out. This one right here. It's a cool knife. It's light. To me, it feels cheaply made. I got this one from somebody. I don't remember who I got it from, but I do remember receiving like a whole bag. They was like, "Hey man, I'm moving, and I don't know anybody that has knives or that likes knives or anything, but I ain't gonna do nothing with this. So if you want this bag of knives, here you go." And I was like, "Cool." And I went through the knives, and some of them I was like, "Yeah, that's." But this one I actually kept because it comes with a sheath. It's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea, so to speak. Again, Christmas is coming up. What's the smallest knife you got? All right, bet. I got two. I got two of them. I got two of them. All right? I'm gonna show you both of them. One, your brother gave me. Most safe also. There is not a safe knife. These are the smallest knives I have. This one I got for being in the wedding party at my best friend's wedding, 2007. Called this my grandpa knife. And it goes along, it's a Winchester. and it goes with this knife. So it was three knives. One was a fixed blade, and I lost it long years ago, but I still got those two.
Where's my thing?
So yeah,
Where's my thing?
it's washed off, huh?
It's
So yeah, it's my grandpa knife,
out.
and then this one,
Out.
it's a folder. It's got the clip. It's seen some better days, but I need a grandpa knife. So yeah, uh, I would say probably get a Swiss Army knife because I think a Swiss Army knife would be better. I actually got expelled from school when I was in like fourth grade, maybe third grade, fourth grade. I think it was fourth grade. I got expelled from school because I took a Swiss Army knife to school in my pocket. My mom told me to put it up before the bus came, and I took the trash out. I grabbed the knife from my mom, put it in my pocket, took the trash out. The bus was coming. I ran back in, grabbed my backpack, jumped on the bus, went to school. Halfway through the day, I'm standing in line to get something to drink at the water fountain, and I put my hand in my pocket. I'm like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I pull it out, and it's my Swiss Army knife. Well, the little kid behind me was like, "Ah, Brian's got a knife!" And I was like, "Ah, man, what do I do? Throw it!" So I threw it underneath the water fountain, but the water fountain was on the wall, so it was just open underneath there, and I was like, I didn't do it. So I walked back to the class, and the teacher's like, "Where's it at?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got nothing." And she was like, "The knife. Where's the knife?" And I was like, "What knife? I ain't got no knife. Check me. Check me. I ain't got no knife." And so then she walked me back around there, and the little kids was like, "There it is right there." So, yeah, I don't know the terms, like fix and all this stuff, but Lord, thank you for keeping us. Yeah, I did get caught. So I got expelled for 3 days, and then I wish that was like all the trouble I got in, but my stepdad, he was a stickler, and he said, "Now you take a knife to school, you get expelled from school. You in the fourth grade, boy. What's wrong with you?" So I had to mow the grass for like a week, and I don't know, like how old are you in the fourth grade? 10, maybe 10. So I had to mow the grass. I had to help the janitor for a week clean up the school after school, which meant I didn't get to ride the bus home from school, and I had to walk home from school. And yeah, that was my experience. I learned a lot. One, don't take a knife to school, and two, be honest. Be honest. Maybe I wouldn't have got expelled. I probably would have because it was a knife, it was a weapon. But I don't know. Be honest and take accountability for yourself. That's what I learned in the fourth grade. So, moving on. Oh yeah. The other small knife. So this one I got from one of my best friends, and he bought everybody at the sheriff's office one of these knives. It is a cold steel, and it's yeah, I like it. I used to wear this in my boot. I miss you too, Belle.
I like you too, baby.
uh, let's see what else we got here. I went over that one last week. The Camelus titanium with the cool little knob on it. So that's this one right here. The same friend. Same friend. That bought me he bought me this one right here. This friend bought me this one. And then he gave me a bag of knives that had this one in it. he also had this one in it. This one was his dad's. His dad carried this with him overseas when he was in the military, and so when he when he came back from overseas, he brought this knife back with him. It was all beat up and everything. Of course, he used it on the regular. I guess I don't know what he did with it overseas. He probably just like threw it at a tree because he didn't know what to do. He was just I'm bored. Bubba's not here to lean against me or something. I don't know what he did overseas. But he was in the Marines, and then when he retired from the Marines, he joined the Oklahoma National Guard, and so at some point he carried this knife with him overseas, and so yeah, so his son. No, I never stopped liking knives. Nope, I actually got more infatuated with knives. I used to have. I had this round knife. It was circular and it had three blades on it. So whenever it was a throwing knife. So whenever you threw it, the blades would come open kind of like a predator type thing. So the blades come open. It was cool. It was flashy. It wasn't like movie magic or nothing, but it was flashy. So I used to go outside and I would throw it. I'd throw it down on the ground and just watch the blades open up and stick them to the ground and everything. So one night, I'm telling on myself now, and Ma, you might already know about this. I don't know, but one night I was outside and I was throwing the knife, and I just happened to I wanted to see, and so I turned and I threw the knife this way instead of like this, and the blades opened up and it sliced my hand all the way up, just right, just perfectly, and it started bleeding, and so I ran towards the front door and was like to see how bad it was cut, and I was like, oh man, that's really bad, and I started to run inside, but then I had a flashback to when my cousin got shot, and he came to my mama's house, and he was like, auntie, you gotta let me in. You gotta help me. My arm is broken. And she looked out there and she said, boy, your arm ain't broken. You got shot. You ain't coming inside my house. I got white carpet. You ain't bleeding all over my carpet. And I was like, man, my mama gangster. You ain't bleeding all over her white carpet. So, but I thought about that, and I was like, ooh, I better not get no blood on my mama white carpet. So I took my shirt off and wrapped it around my hand, ran into the bathroom, and then washed it underneath the sink, and then was like, it's not stopping the blood. And so I ran to the kitchen and I got some paper towels and I put paper towels down, and then the paper towels wasn't staying down. I was young, okay? Don't judge me. Paper towels wasn't staying down, so I got some rubber bands and I put the rubber bands around my hand. And and the rubber bands, I put rubber bands around my hand and everything, and that eventually stopped the bleeding. So yeah, that's a knife that I might carry this one. I should have carried this one if I was on the police force. I could use it as a blackjack and just pop people with it. You see this? I could have slapped people with this if blackjacks was still legal. But anyway, so that's my second knife story. No, girl, stop. I just sit here and told these nice people about how I taught y'all how not to mess with knives or play with knives and everything, and you over here just going against everything I just said. Crickets, crickets. Anyway, so the next knife is gonna be this one right here. It's the blackjack. So it's sucker got a thick back strap on it. and it's heavy too. You know, it's probably a good blade anyway. It's probably a good like 3.5 inches. But that is a heavy blade. Stop, stop, stop. Don't touch the box, okay? No touch the box. Again, if you see something that you like and you want to purchase something for a friend or family member, me as well. I mean, I'm not gonna buy my own knives, but if if you see a knife somewhere and you like, oh man, this one reminds me of Brian, then go ahead and I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands right there. Some of these knives are not for sale, like this one. It was given to me as a that should have taught you to leave knives alone. Yep, it should have, and yes, you will. I think all of them gonna love knives. If you see a knife that you like, ask me about it. If you want it, I will send you a price. Again, you can message me on Facebook. If you got my number, you can send me a text message. I also put in the description is my PayPal and Cash App and Venmo information. So you can always go that route as well. Now, moving along. This one right here. See, never I bought this one, I thought that it was gonna be, the type of Bowie knife that would have all the stuff in the back of it, like you can unscrew the cap and you keep a match and you know whatever else in there. But it's not. This one is a zombie killer. So this is what it looked like. This is what the box looked like. It is a blackout combat fighter. And I say it's a zombie killer because it's got the green, it's got the whole style. I guess the whole style around 2018 was taking out zombies. So it's a beautiful knife. It's got the sheath with it. This one right here is a beautiful knife. It's still in the plastic. Taking it out. It is a beautiful knife. I like it. It's got the little that you can bash a zombie's skull in. I'm saying zombie because I ain't promoting violence, okay? Okay? You can bash a zombie's skull in or break a window if you happen to be running away from a zombie and you're like, oh no, this window, the door's locked, I can't get in. What am I gonna do? Just bash the window in right there, pow, and you'll get in there. And yeah, it's a beautiful knife. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I let my mother-in-law know that my brother-in-law wants a couple of knives. So yeah, man, that sucker it's all there too. I don't really like the handle. It's very round, and I feel like if you were to really like lay into a wood plank, this would just roll in your hand.
That's so bad.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna get to that one. I'm gonna tell him about that one. Okay, I'm gonna tell him. Don't worry. I'm gonna tell him. Also, it does not. It isn't a screw cap on there or nothing. You ain't putting nothing in there. So you know, yeah, I like this one. I mean, I will sell it, but I do like this one. It almost looked like the. No, don't. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna. No, Lee, girl, if you don't stop. Here, why don't you go with those handcuffs? Yeah, I got handcuffs. I used to be a cop. Stop judging. Anyway, Put that back in the box. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I sell it though. I sell it. And the zombies come in right behind you. Oh man, let's see. Oh. The M48 Battleborn pocket knife. This one is from Bud K. Don't forget to check out those websites too. I mean, I would say tell them that I sent you, but they don't know me like that. So it ain't gonna do you no good, some discounts or nothing. But this one right here, ooh, this is beautiful. It's pretty. This one right here. It's the M48 Battleborn pocket knife. I likes that. Well, we're just gonna set that down there, okay? I like that. How come I haven't been carrying that? I don't know. But I like it. Probably that's why I haven't been carrying it. Like the blade, I don't like the feel of it. I do not. This is not a practical use knife right here. If you even try to angle a what's it called a stick to make it into a spear or something, this thing is probably gonna fall apart the way it feels. Now, if you happen to buy this and you want to test it, go right on ahead. I think it ain't gonna work. That's what I think. Yes, sir. Again, you can check out my videos and my knife collection on YouTube. If I go into Black Valley Entertainment and Production. And you said help you. Oh, not bad. Here you go. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Also, I mean it's already passed this year, but if you know where Watanga is, you can always go to the Cheese Festival and you can purchase some knives there. That's what I did when I was younger. I bought a lot of knives at the Watanga Cheese Festival. I also used to work for the cheese factory back when I was in high school, about 14, 15 years old. My stepdad came in and he said, "Brian, get up. We got a riot at the prison." And I was like, "What? I ain't going to the prison." He said, "I know. You're going to work at the cheese factory." And I said, "What? I ain't old enough to work." And he said, "Boy, you better get up. You got responsibilities now." So I got up and I went to work at the cheese factory, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with some of those with the folk that worked there. Met some people that I would not have met in any other society. Made some friendships and everything. And what you want me to do here? Why you pick a game that you can't play? Yeah, pick something different. There you go. So, what's the rules on carrying a knife on your person? Uh, well, I know that whenever they changed the law for concealed carry and open carry, the size of the blade has changed, and I'd have to look it up because I don't remember the exact length of the blade. I want to say it is 6 to 8 inches, but I'm not positive on that. So I'd have to look it up and let you know. But for a fixed blade, I think it would be 6 to 8 inches, unless you're carrying a sword. Now, if you wearing concealed, I believe it's 6 to 8 inches, nothing longer than 8 inches. If you're wearing open carry, then it can be. Now you can carry a sword. You can carry a freaking mace, like an actual mace, not like spray, but you know, a medieval weapon. So, all right, here you go. Look, his face is like a bright orange, like a burnt orange, actually. So, yeah,
Bang.
yeah. I have to look up the law on that because I have not looked at laws really like I used to in over a year. But that is a great question, and I will find out. I want to say it's 6 to 8 inches if it's concealed, and if it's not concealed, if it's open carry, then it would be um, a lot longer. So let me find that real quick, and I'll let you know, and I'll even put in there the statute. I'm gonna look that up real quick. What is this? That ain't what I want to. She over here listening to reggae. I don't know. All these laws say 2016. Hold on. Here's something from 2020. I don't want that. I'm gonna look it up. I'll let you know, Ma. Hey, now we ain't doing all that. We ain't listening to that mess. We go back to the reggae, but we ain't doing all that, girl. Here you go.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, see, we gonna have to end this. All right, moving on, real quick. This knife, I carried this knife for a long time when I was working, and as a police officer, it's the firefighter version of the knife. They actually made a law enforcement version also, but it wasn't. It didn't look as cool, and I was upset about that. So I bought this one. One say I spent like $55 for this knife. It's got a seatbelt cutter. It's got a window punch on it, and yeah, it's I use this. I carried this a lot. Fortunately, I never had to cut anybody out of their seatbelt, but um, I had it just in case. There was lots of wrecks and stuff. I remember one wreck that I ain't even gonna get into to traffic accidents because man, I've seen some things. This one, it would be for sale. It won't be $50. Like I said in my description, I won't sell anything, any knife for more than $15 unless specified. But I'm not gonna, it's used. So one of my brand new knives that never been used, barely came out of the package, and just to show y'all, those might run a little bit higher, but I'll let you know. Moving on. Ooh. Mm, I bought this knife from Bud K back in like 2009. Yeah, about 2009. This is a Smith and Wesson M&P knife. Smith and Wesson M&P. It's got the I was covering up the little emblem thing on it just so you can see it's authentic. It's got a safety on it. So the safety's locked now. The blade will not come out. Like I'm actually trying. Oh, man, I don't know where that music came from, but boy. Anyway, So I'm actually trying to get it out. The safety's on, so it's not gonna come out. I just want to show y'all that it does work. It is worn, obviously, because I did use it a lot, and so it's missing a screw for the belt clip. But now for the knife. I don't even know what condition the knife is in, to be honest with you. So it's not bad. It's got a little chip in it right there. I don't know if you can see that too well. What, am I not loud enough? Hey, 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 hey. Anyway, so yeah, it's and then the safety's on now, so the blade will not close. I thought it was gonna close. I'm about to say, oh yeah. No, the safety's on, so the blade will not close, but it will slightly, which probably just needs to be tightened in the deal back there. But yeah, it is a assisted opening, and yeah, that's a good one right there. And I like it that it's got the safety on there. Like I think that's why I bought it at the time because it had the safety on there. There wasn't gonna be no accidental openings and cut myself or anything like that. Girl, that looked good. You see what she drew right there? She colored that. That looks good. Keep going. Keep going. You're doing great, baby. You don't want to because you're sleepy. Yeah. All right, I'm almost done. I got like 4 more knives. This one is a K-bar. I wore this. I've had this since 2008, and I wore this on my belt until I messed up the deal. I still tried to wear it, but it would dig into my hip, into my thigh, and it just became very you know uncomfortable to use. But you could probably buy either a new clip. Yeah, you can probably buy a new clip or just a new sheath altogether. The blade itself is still in really good condition. Um, it's a beautiful blade, beautiful knife. It's a K-bar. I think I spent $50 on that. And you see a lot of law enforcement uh, using these, so I think I bought it just in case I needed something. I think I said this in the last video. I had a kid attack me once with a knife, and don't put your knee on there. They got nails in it, baby. You'll cut yourself. Had a kid attack me once with a knife, and instead of pulling my firearm and possibly having to kill this kid, I pulled my baton, um, slapped his wrist with the baton when he struck, and stop, girl. And he dropped the knife. I was able to subdue him, get him to jail, and all was well. No one was injured, and yeah. This is another knife I bought at the Watauga Cheese Festival, and I actually used this knife to cut a guy's hair. He was his mom had passed away, and he was Native American. He believed in cutting his hair to give uh, to his recently deceased mother, and so he needed something to cut his hair with. The scissors weren't working, and so I handed the deputy my knife, opened it, handed it to him. And if you hand somebody a knife, you want to hand it to them just like this. You don't want to hand it to them like this because you don't want them to cut themselves, right? So if you hand them a knife, you hand it to them with the handle first. And old rule of thumb from way back when is that you open the knife before you hand the knife, and the knife should be handed back to you in the same manner, and then you close the knife. I don't know who started that. That's how I learned to pass knives and to be respectful. That's what you do. All right, now I'm on the last knife. If you want to see my entire full knife collection, you have to go to YouTube, Blackavelli Entertainment and Productions, and you'll see the last live video that I did, which shows my other knife collection. Um, and if you want to purchase anything from that collection, just let me know. You can also find the video. You should be able to still find the video on my Facebook profile. So for the final knife, it is a Smith and Wesson. It's not flashy like the other one was, but a Smith and Wesson, and this knife is called Oasis. I've had this knife for probably since 2012. It's about 10 years I've had this knife. So it's not one that I've just used on a regular. Um, for regular use knives, like I use this one regularly because it's freaking sharp. It also has a belt, seat belt cutter, and a window punch on it. So I use that on the regular. Uh, I wore this one pretty regularly until the belt clip broke off of it. And when I first became a police officer, like this was like pretty much the only one that I had uh, at the time. So I carried them. Carried this one in my bottom pocket and my leg pocket. So yeah, that's my knife collection. Me, Mug, and Brian, we doing the damn thing. Oh, that coffee is good. Make sure y'all check out the websites that I put in the description, which are Bud K, Battle Box, and Man Crate. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show you this Man Crate box. So this one, so it comes with a which I forgot to get that out of the trunk of the car, but it comes with a pry bar because, like I said, it's glued shut and then it's nailed shut. So it comes with a pry bar, and you have to pry it open to find out what's inside. You will not find out what's inside until you pry it open, or the person that bought it for you tells you what's inside. When I first opened my first battle box, I got two of these. The first one came with this cup and the coffee filter and all that stuff. And the second one came with a bunch of jerky. So like alligator jerky, snake jerky, what was it, deer jerky, bison jerky, just different types of jerky. So go check out mancrate.com and see what you can get on there. If you happen to want one of my knives, let me know. I'll link up with you and figure out how to sell it or how to get it to you. And man, you went red and brown with that, huh? Let's show everybody your colorations. Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing wonderful. And so yeah, follow me on YouTube, Blackavelli Entertainment and Production. Watch my show with DeJesus, Jonathan DeJesus. It's called The Blackavelli Show. And like, share, comment. Thank you all for watching. And all right, Ma, I love you. Thank you all for watching. Come back for another one. I'm Mean Muggin Brian, part of the Black and Belly Show, owner of Black and Belly Entertainment and Production. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Holla at your boy. Let me know something. We out.